Well, hi folks, middle of October. I think this is going to be one of my last roundups of the year now, because autumn's really drawing in now. So I'll just give you a final look at what's going on. As always, leeks are growing well. They need to start, and then I need to start picking those really. The marrow bed, I've actually widened it this last couple of weeks. If you can see, I've just dug another sort of 1.5 foot trench on there. I've sort of widened the raised bed bit, because it's not ideal for growing marrows, and even though I did get quite a big one, you know, just a 4 foot wide raised bed, you want as much soil area as possible. So I've extended it by about 20%, so, and I've started digging it over now, if you can see. Just been chucking all my spent compost in and stuff, and digging it down about a foot, just turning it over. I just really need to get some horse muck though. I'm short of that this year. Need to get hold of some from somewhere. We've got a bit of life now. These are the overwintering onions. Just started sprouting, so that's a good sign. I mean, we might be into autumn, but it's still quite warm. So, and the red ones are just sprouting too. That's a good sign. And even the ones are planted just in the middle of there, in the middle of my marrow patch. So it's all good. Some of the turnips now are getting ridiculous. I don't know if anyone remembers that ladybird book, the enormous turnip, but I won't be eating that one. It's a bit big. But all the others are fine. A bit smaller. I know I'm going over old ground again, it's the same stuff, but like I said, nothing's happening. Parsnips, amazing still, hopefully. I haven't pulled any up yet. Kale's absolutely flying along still, no sign of any going to seed, so there'll be plenty of that all over winter. So we'll just have another quick look in the other bit to show you what little's going on. Into my other bit, this is where I grow my show spuds. It's all dug over now. Added more compost and muck. That's the rhubarb bed, that's all dying off as well, all coming to a close. Even the sweet peas, still got a few on, considering it's back end of October, so they've been quite good. So not really much going on. Like I say, still got a few nasturtiums of all things there. Right, a bit of a mess over here. Just have a look at the main beds. Again, all dug over now. Well, not dug over, but dug up. This is where the spuds will grow. Just need a bit of a final tidy up. Get all the canes inside and stored for winter. The main bed. I don't even know whether I'm going to dig this over actually, because we've had so little rain this year. It's still really friable sort of soil and loose soil. So I might go the old lazy no dig bed method this year. Because if I grab all of this and just show you, it's, you know, it's a good 6 inch deep of decent soil, so I don't see any point in turning it over. Just let the worms take all the stuff down and let them do it for a change. Can't believe I've still got these lettuces. These are those multi-grain, and they're still perfectly fine in the middle of October. They're a brilliant variety, new one to me. The last two Savoy cabbages, which have been great this year. And then this is the second lot of turnips. These should do all winter because these are only little ones. I didn't even thin these out, if you see in there. If I can get it open, look. They're about biggest tennis ball size, down to about golf ball size. But I did it last year like this, just didn't thin them out. And they find their own space. And because they grow so slowly in this sort of weather, they're there all year. So that's the turnips. Right, I'll just have a final look into the Polytunnel, which is in great need of cleaning. It's absolutely filthy on the outside, if you see. Covered in green algae. Needs a real good scrub, which is a job that's not the easiest job, because you can't really get to the top. You can't put ladders against it because it'll tear it. But anyway, that's another job we've got to get done. Right, final look at Polytunnel where it is all change. These are the cabbages and lettuces I planted in my onion bed, and they're absolutely roaring along now. Spring greens, if they don't heart up, they should be, you know, we just take them as greens. And the lettuces, they're ready to take now, look. Nearly. Some more of these multi-grain and some more little gems there. So it's been cracking, just giving them, you know, a bit of a late crop. Still got my shallots and stuff drying. They need to get taken home really, because they're properly dried out now. All crispy. And the garlic over there. Show carrots, still. I'll just pull one up to show you what they're like. When I pulled them all up and they were rubbish for showing, and then I just chucked them back in, so I'll just pull one out again and show you what they're like. Look at that, see? Perfect to eat. Still fine, just chucked them back in the hole, kept them a bit watered because they're basically in sand, which is a way of storing them anyway. So that's a good way of storing them, and they're just keeping them going. A few of the giant onion disasters there. Right, I'll just, oh no, I've had a bit of an invasion of mice and I've appeared to have caught 2 there. They just love coming in because it's getting cool now, so I've caught 2. No rats or anything. Got a couple of mice, so I'll reset those traps. I don't like killing anything, but it's got to be done on it where there's food involved. Now I've raised my raised beds up another 4 inches here, so I can get some proper depth. And the soil is absolutely, it's brilliant. I must, even if I do say so myself. It's like nearly 3 foot deep of that sort of stuff. I've shoved my spade in. You can see it goes down past the shaft and up the stem, so it's getting as much depth as I can, even though it's full of pink roots. I won't be able to grow onions, but I've got this new remedy apparently. It's this new compost tea full of microbiological goodies and stuff, all natural. It's just sort of bacteria, friendly bacteria and fungal stuff, and apparently by all accounts it does fight off the not so nice bacteria and fungi that you don't want. So I'm going to give that a go. It's a kit, you brew it up, and I've bought it, so I'm just going to buy some onion plants next year and see how it goes, because I'm not going to go through the rigours of growing them all over winter myself this year for it not to work. So if I just buy a few, I'm not wasting my time, I've just wasted a few quid. So that's about it, I think, folks, in here. Polytunnel needs a bit of a wash on the inside too, but that's about it, I think, for this year, for roundups and stuff. I think this is about the last decent day we're going to have because the storms are coming in. So that's about it, folks. See you later.